You're never gonna get better by only sitting on the couch and thinking about it. You have to start doing something about it, and that's like what you're gonna do with him. So you were saying that he shakes his head?
Yeah, it's only when he takes.
Yeah, okay. So innately, a horse pushes through pressure or against pressure. Like the whole yielding thing is something that we teach them. When a horse gets nervous and anxious, they basically go straight back to their instincts. And the instinct is to push into the pressure of the bit.
Yeah.
And that's when you lose the control. So you either make them really, really understand to yield to pressure at any situation and really set that in their brain, or you help them be okay with their environment more and then like have them more confident and work on their confidence. You probably want to do both.
He needs both,
Yeah, he probably needs both. So this, if you want to hold this, so when I train a horse steady pressure, just hold it really tight against you. You're the horse now. I only ask them with as much pressure as I ever want to use. And this is about this much.
Okay.
And I would love them to react on that.
Yeah.
If I pull harder, they're only going to react to that. If I pull even harder, they're only going to react to that. And the way you want to teach them that, so I put that on, and he doesn't really do anything right now. And I've got one way I could just wait here on him because he can feel it. I know that he can feel it. They're very sensitive. They can feel a fly on their thing. So I can just wait here. That's one option. And then I reward the smallest little try. I'm very annoyed by flies. There was just a weight shift. That's a try. So I reward that. So that's you could do that. It's very slow doing that like that. Or
I only told him in the last few days, downwards pressure, meaning to lower his head.
How is he?
Backwards pressure, meaning like back up. So
Yeah.
he might, I haven't practiced the two of them together, so he might be getting a bit like, oh, what is
Yeah.
she talking about?
How is he with his pole? Some of the race horses, they're really...
He was incredibly head shy when I first
met
him.
Okay.
But now he's like,
yeah,
much
nice.
better.
Yeah, so much better.
With him with the head down thing in the last few days, so he's more familiar with it.
Are you gonna get that chicken?
Oh my god.
So what I do is I basically put that little bit of, oh, there, good boy. Good boy. Good. Well, he's very sensitive. I think he's also reading my intention because I'm pointing backwards now. And then with steady pressure, it's really important, especially when we ride, that we always release the pressure, even just micro releases. If I want him to go 3 steps back, it's like 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. It's not 1, 2, 3. So there's tiny little micro releases. 1. You see the difference? So what I do is I put the pressure on. I know that he can feel it, but he's stalling it out, or he's like, and I know that he's relaxed right now. So he's most likely either not paying attention or dulling it out. So when I flick my flag, it's not directed at him and I'm not feeling like, hey, you're in trouble, but it's like more like, whoa, hello. Yeah, like, come on, like this means something. And then the lightest pressure, nice, good boy. And that's how you get responsiveness out of him, yeah? Very good. That's something you can... Then you've just been practicing this one. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. Yes, good job. Good boy, man. Good job, buddy. Okay. Just gonna see how he. Do you lunge him? Does he lunge nicely? So even here. There, good. Good boy. The bend, sometimes with the thoroughbreds, I've noticed when they're like racing, they're really stiff in the neck. So when you ride him, you probably want to do lots of flexions or even on the ground. Good boy. Good boy. And the same you would want to do with your reins. So if you ride him next time, just pick up your reins, just so you can have, just you feel him, and then wait on him. He's probably going to do a little bit like that and a little bit like that, and then just wait for that one moment where he gives, and then you put your hand down, and do that at the standstill. So there's like to teach them to give terrain pressure and be real supple. I've got a dressage background, so I'll start in the standstill, and then you try in the walk. If it falls apart in a walk, you go back to a standstill, and you try and walk, and you try in a trot. If it falls apart, you go back to walk. So you really, because you don't teach them, like they're all baby steps. What about the hind quarter yield? He's blocking me. There. There, good boy. Good boy. Do you have trouble mounting him? Does he stand still?
In the paddock, he's fine.
Yeah.
Out even to see he's okay. If we're out on a trail, not the best, but it's something we're working on.
Okay. Good boy. So that's just something to pay attention to. Can I just walk alongside my horse with them being okay with me walking into one eye? Some horses don't want you in only one eye, or they're more confident in one eye. And he does a lot of that blocking, so that's just raise that for me. Okay. So just basically, nice. He thought about it. Good boy. Good boy. See how he was like, it's like, oh no, hold on. Good thought about this. Again, I'd like him to. There. You'll be cute. There, he blocks me. There. There I had a bit of trouble because he was reading my intention of doing the hind quarter yield before I even asked him with the steady pressure, so I was just, see there, he reads it, but I haven't really asked him yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk here and I'll just pat it. So again, he's probably very sensitive, but I'm changing my intention. It's like, can I just stand here and pet you so that I'll get here? And now my intention there becomes that one. Good. Very good. But he didn't do anything wrong because he knew he knew I was coming for the hind quarter yield. You've got a very, very sensitive horse, I think. There. Nice. Understands that pretty good. Have you ever had problems with him running through the halter, like as in you could, like it just doesn't mean anything to him anymore?
I had that issue. We went to the beach on Monday. We had that issue on the beach.
Yeah.
Go to the beach, I think, every month with his old owners.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a problem with them, but when I took him into the water, he was fine. He was enjoying it, but once he decided that he wanted to go back to the trailer, that halter meant nothing.
Yeah.
Like he never managed to actually pull away from me yet.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think like, oh my god, he's gonna do that one day.
Yeah.
And the moment he does that, he's gonna learn instantly that he can't do it.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. So with the different pressures, steady pressure and rhythmic pressure, they also have different meanings to the horse, as in so when we do steady pressure, so when I take his head and I bend it around and I pull him back and I do all of that, I tell him where I want him to be. It's more controlling. It's like I tell you where to be. And the worst bit for a horse that is maybe a bit forward and like when they get anxious is when they get control, because now they feel confined. So what could be really helpful is if he stops respecting the halter is where you start doing your wall with your rhythmic pressure. Because that's more now I tell you where not to be or what not to do. And you make out of it whatever you want. But this is a no, like this is not okay. And then that could mean more to him, but it gives him also more freedom to decide how he's going to act.
One thing that happened at the beach was my friend took her horse back up to the trailer.
Yeah.
And because he was walking on top of me, I just asked him to stand for a minute.
Mm.
And I yelled out for my friend to stop, but she didn't stop. So she went out of sight.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He was on top of me, running circles around me, but like directly right
Yeah.
there. I couldn't do anything. Nothing I was doing was helping.
Yeah.
Like, I was standing there, like, with this horse running around me.
Yeah.
Like,
that's where in the beginning I would take something like I like the flag because it's visual. And if that would happen to me, I mean, ideally, I think because he's more he likes more forward, he's pretty forward. I ideally wouldn't ask him to stand still because now they feel a bit contained. I would like start do some proper hind quarter. Yes, I show you. I wanted to show you this exercise. So what I think we could start doing is I'm just gonna get my whip again, not the thing. It's a little bit like a hind quarter heel, but it's not. Okay, see how gentle we are. Nice. Yes. Oh, there he committed. He committed. Good boy. So that one, so you take your lead rope quite, actually not quite short, probably the length of your whip. Or if you have your smaller whip, it can be smaller. Just make sure you had enough space to not get kicked, even though I don't get kicked. But, and then you ask him around. So you said he would lunge. Nice. And you sort of try and anchor your lead rope on your hip here. And then you try and anchor yourself there a little bit. There. And then you ask him to bend around. There. There. I'll show you in a minute how it should look. I'll get there. There. So I want him to start. Yes, good boy. All right. Sorry, sometimes I stop talking because I'm fully focused on the horse. So what I was waiting for him is to give his head and actually look at me and like bend his neck freely by himself. So I got no pressure on the lead rope. Because if a horse bends, I know they're going to start relaxing and I know I'm going to get their attention back. And the other thing I was looking at, I want his hind end to step under. And it's like, so you're in the middle, you're standing, his front end does a circle around you and his hind end is out here doing another circle around him. So so what we do is we disengage and recreate bend. And that physiology should tell, but you've got to practice this again. Like if someone says to you, meditate, it's good for you. You're like, I don't know, I'm not feeling good. Like you've got to practice that first. I'm just going to see, and it like irritated him at first. Yes. So see how I got more bend? But now ask his hind end to disengage and he's going to get there. There, good. And at first you start with one step. And then the better he gets at it, you can like really like get him to, it's not so much how many steps does he do, it's more like how willingly and calm and collected and coming down does he do it, because it brings you back. And this exercise you can do exactly in the saddle the same. So he gets, you put your hand on your knee and you just ask him to do small circles. You can put your inside leg on to push the hindquarters out and he just walks. And the moment, it's not about how many rounds does he do, it's about does he slow down his steps and does he give his head freely, like hold it by himself, not because I'm pulling. And when he gets nervous, see how I'll just show you something in a minute. So, and important is that I'm a little bit like a post here. There. So he has a really clear boundary where my hand is. If I drift with him up, back and forth, it becomes not that clear to him. So I'm like really opposed. So he knows, oh, if I move my head like that, the pressure comes off. Like I release the pressure by myself. Mom, can you help me?
Anytime someone's working with like saddle fit and bodywork, he looks at me and he's like, oh.
Just please. All right. Okay. Oh, do you see that? Nice. And then you can start working on there. Good boy. Good boy. There. Oh, nice. You do another step. Hello. Hi. Hello.
Suck up. You think, oh, I could just have a cuddle. Can we just not do this?
Yeah. All right, shall we do the other side? I can assume that you're really bad on that side. I should have started with that side, but we'll get there. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, maybe I'm so wrong. Good boy. Oh, you're so smart. You're so smart. Good job. That was very, very surprising. I really thought, just go back a little bit. I think we want to go for a walk later. Do you want to practice this exercise? Because I feel like that would definitely help you if you do that, if you practice this with him in a calm setting. When you send him out first, I don't know how you send him out for lunging, but when you sort of point him away, give him first a bit of pressure on the shoulder, because what he does, he runs through you, he doesn't yield. So sort of make yourself big, send him out, and then really push that shoulder around. There, nice, yeah. And now anchor your, oh, and I took it out of the way. Yeah, perfect. When he comes in with his shoulder now, so if he if it is he's coming in, so is it like the last one we did and he came really close, I would allow this for now, because mentally you want him to connect with you, because that's the whole exercise, that he connects with you and comes back. But if he comes and runs through you, like as in not like I want to be with you, but I'll just run you over, then definitely push him out. But the two most things important is that he holds that slack by himself and that he engages the hind end, And don't ask too many steps for now. Just see if he can do a couple. Also, I would hold my hand just the other way around. Yeah, just, I don't know why, but you got more grip. So ask again, there. And then you point at his rib cage. Yeah, nice. All right, and then ask him to disengage his hind end all the way. Yes, good. So that's it. So practice that heap. See if you can go like maybe do the other end too, just for your own body awareness too. Yeah, sort yourself out first. I threw a whip at a horse this morning, not on purpose, by accident, just because I accidentally let go of it.
I'm like, if I accidentally do on these ones, I don't want him to do anything.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely.
Okay.
So you point in the direction where you want him to go, and then you push that shoulder out. There, nice. I love that step. There, yes, nice. Bring him in. So you look at his bum now, so you push the bum out. There, good. Perfect. Don't practice that for too long so he doesn't get sour about the exercise, but maybe do it every day when you come and work with him. Do a few of those. And especially start practicing them if you see him high-headed and he's looking over there. Be like, hey, let's do our circle.
Yeah.
And then wait for him to connect. And then when he connects, then you just stand still and give him cuddles.
That kind of, then it'll be like muscle memory of, oh, when we do this, I relax.
Yeah, so right now, send him out. And it brings the attention, and then really feel him too. So if he rushes through that exercise, even if he does it mechanically well, but he feels like he's rushing through it, keep doing it until you feel like he's relaxed and connected. There he slows his feet down, I felt like. Yeah, good. So really get a feel for where his mind is at, not just if he does the exercise correctly.
Yeah.
Do you reckon the trail has enough space to do that exercise? Sometimes they can get very narrow, can't they?
It's not too narrow.
Okay, good. Okay. Because eventually he's going to start, like your relationship will build up from that, and eventually it takes as much as just wiggling your lead rope to bring his attention back.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to, like there are really extreme cases. I think that's really good. I just want to do one more thing. I know, sorry, I'm always saying one more thing, but it's because I'm here. I may as well touch on everything. So the other thing I would love to do with him is, yeah, I'll just take the, so I know that the flag bothers him. So I will send him out on a circle. And it's really important that when you send them out on a circle, that they go out on the circle, yeah? Not running through you. All right, I should probably, you know what, just hold on, mate. We'll just do a little change of plans because I feel like we might have a spooky situation on our hands. I'm just going to get my longer lead rope. So we've done the flag at standstill, right? Like I shook the flag and I waited for him to stay calm. But most of the times, especially if we're on a trail ride, we're not standing still and just waiting for something to spook us. We're walking and then all of a sudden something spooks us. So what I want to do now is I'll speak first before I do, because otherwise I'll just stop. I'm going to send him out in a circle and I'm going to start waving my flag like nothing's going on. And I'll just stand in the middle. And I'm assuming that he's probably going to start running, doing something. If he starts running, the flash, like, it will still keep flapping. There's two things he can make the flag stop. One is self-regulating. So he's just going to come down by himself and he just carries on with the circle. The other one is he turns and he looks at me and he's like, I need help. Then it will come up too, because then we encourage the idea in his head, if you feel troubled, you can look to us for help. So I'll start on his bad side. And I really walk in here now because, oh, don't you have a beautiful trot? Oh my goodness me. All right, but I'd love you to walk. Whoa. Whoa. All right. So even there, he thinks, oh, I'll just circle. Like, that's expected of me. There, thinks I'll just circle. And he's not paying attention. Ooh. 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 Might need to get my stick. Maybe the flag will be, oh. 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 Drip. Just gonna get my stick because the flag is too much for him right now. So for me, lunging is a way to connect with my horse in movement without riding. If the horse just runs circles, we're not connected. He just runs circles. Yeah. Okay. Is he? It's gonna let my... Good boy. Have you lunged him with the flag before? Yeah, maybe. I think it was the flag that... Ooh. 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 Good. Good. Oh, yes. You know what I think what happened? I think I really pushed him out onto the circle instead of letting him run through me. And he was a bit like, whoa. Oh, that felt different. Good. Whoa. So even here, because I've stopped him, yeah, good. I've stopped him a few times now by pulling him in. And that didn't really help him. Good boy. So what I did, I literally just tightened my lunge rope so that we start doing those small circles almost, and then he calmed down. Try the other side, sweetie. Yeah, that's a good step. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. See how it's like this focus is on the outside of the circle here? Good boy. I'm getting tangled. Good boy. The other thing I do when I start lunging, then in the beginning it's a little bit like, so here I had to work a little bit on control, but I like to actually point myself in the direction of the walk. Depends what I'm working. If I'm working on connection and moving together, I'll like to be on saddle height, like as if I would be riding him. And like I literally pretend like I'm riding him on the ground. And then I would bring my energy up and have my energy up. Oh, yes. Oh. So here he gets overwhelmed again. Just bring him in and we'll walk together again. A what? Yeah. I think that's more his focus though. And you can encourage that by, so see how I hold my rope quite still here on my hip. So he runs into pressure. Ooh. 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 Good. Got too much rope. Good boy. Good boy. What a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes. Oh, good boy. Good. Good job. Good job. Do you have a round yard? Yes. Good boy. Can you show me how you lunge? Do you mind? Do you usually use a thicker rope or?
No, I only use a rope.
Okay. Can you try to send him around you without the rope? Like,
Just leave it.
as in, don't swing the rope, don't drive him with the rope.
I use my body or
You can use your body and have the rope still in your hand where you would swing it just in case he comes in, so you've got something to defend your space if you needed to. Try not to use your arm either, your right arm.
apparently not.
Try to move with him. So instead of standing in the middle and just telling him to move, see if you can create a movement with him, like walk with him and then even point your belly button into the direction and walk into a circle with him. So use your rope again, but only use your rope, so only the end of the rope. Don't swing it to drive him from behind. Use your rope to push him out of your space. And to get him forward movement, I just want you to use your body. All right, if he doesn't move, if he gets stuck, position your own body so you know where the drive line is. So the drive line is where the girth would be. So if he gets like sort of stuck and he doesn't move forward, literally move behind the drive line, but without necessarily moving your hands, just move your body, position your body there. Yep, there. Push his shoulder out, not the back. There. Now make your circle a bit bigger, like you walk a bigger circle. Yeah, you walk a bigger circle. Now see if you can get him into a trot without driving him, so without swinging your rope. Good. And now see if you can slow him back down without pulling on the rope necessarily. Get behind the drive line. Yep, push him, push him, push him. Not with the rope, just with your body. Yep, go, go. You got it. There. All right, and then slow him down. So just breathe out. And get him back to trot. Oh, I'm standing right in front of the camera. And then back down. Slow your own body down. Breathe out. But still walk with him, like as if you still wanted him to walk, yeah? All right, and back to trot. Nice. And walk. Nice. Now bring him in, like walk a straight line backwards. So, imagine there's a straight line behind you. Just walk backwards. Walk, walk, walk. Keep walking until he commits to facing you. Keep walking. Don't fall in the pond. Just tighten your rope. Yep. All right. Stop there. Did that feel different?
That will require a lot of work, but I feel like it's better because it's more in tune to like it's more in tune to what it's more in tune to what I want.
Exactly. You're starting to build a connection. It's not just there's a human in the middle that is just telling me what to do. It's there's a human in the middle and we're moving together. And we're trying to build a language. And you know what the great thing is about this? That actually translates into writing.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a moment where you can literally just go, think, trot. And he's like, yep, I'll know what you're saying. So I'd love you to practice lunging that way.
A lot more effort, but it's
yeah. It requires more effort on the human because we have to start being self-aware what we're doing with our bodies. And we have to because we're riding. Like when we're riding, we have to be good riders too and know what we're doing. And I think that resonates better with him. And you will feel I think it's going to make a big difference in your everyday life too.
Yeah.
All right, how you going, mate? Should we go for a little bushwalk? We're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
It's really important that we all could check in with ourselves because a lot of times it's us, not the horse, it's us that's actually creating the worry.
This is like a whole different horse. This is like where he spun and tried to kill me last time. And now he's like, oh look, snacks. If it was me, personally, and I was out here, I would turn around.
Yeah.
But some people think that that's like him getting away with it and then next time he won't try.
I just think we're listening to him and he's telling us, all right, I was cool until here, now I'm getting a little bit worried. So I'd rather go back now and then try it another time, see if we can get any further. He did well until now, and here I know that we're reaching a threshold here. I can feel it. I probably spent quite a fair bit of time on that road, just looking up and down the road and just relaxing. Because if you always would be in the mentality, let's quickly get over the road so we don't have to pace the road, and you might, if there's going to be one day when there's cars coming over and over, then you're going to have real trouble holding him back.
Just wanted to send a huge thank you for today's session. It was truly eye-opening and has changed the way I view my interactions with Wally. I was so shocked to see Wally so calm out on those trails. I was genuinely speechless. It has given me such hope for our future together as partners. I can't wait to continue practicing these concepts and principles with Wally. I can see that a confident and calm leader makes such a huge difference to him.